Hello everybody and welcome back to our channel. This is Cassidy. If you follow our TikTok, then you know that me and Maddie are currently not together. She is at our house and I am currently at my biological mother's house staying with her for the quarantine. So we can't really be together to videotape videos, but I wanted to make videos for my personal playlist. So that is what I'm gonna do. And I thought the best thing to do to get this entire YouTube account started was to copy Maddie. Just kidding. Not really though. Well, she made a get to know me video, so I'm gonna make a get to know me video right now. First thing, where I was born. Lodi, California. I have never once lived in Lodi. When I was born in Lodi, I didn't live in Lodi. And the funny thing is my brother was also born in Lodi in the same exact hospital, but he's 13 months difference of me. So it's kind of weird. But anyways, moving on. Age. I am 18 years of age, except I look 12 and I talk like I'm 8. It's a sad life I live, but it's okay. I think I'm going to hit my growth spurt very soon. Height, I'm 5'1". I am literally a 18-year-old. No, I am literally a 12-year-old living in an 18-year-old girl's body. No. I am an 18-year-old living in a 12-year-old girl's body. Hometown, Gardnerville, Nevada. I was not born there, and I was not raised there when I was a kid, but I was raised there from when I was like, for the longest stance of a time that I was living in one state, and it was also my favorite place to live. So I, of course, call it my home state because it just makes sense too. But I originally lived in Santa Rosa, California, and then me and my family decided to hop, skip, and jump on over to Wyoming, wherever the fuck that is. I don't know if it's over there, or if it's over there, or if it's over there, because I fucking suck with the compass. Moving on. So my mom and dad got divorced when me and my brother were super young. And me and my brother, like I said, were 13 months apart. So he's about a year older than me. A little tiny bit more. And when they were together, we lived in Copperopolis. I don't know if any of you know where that is, but it's someplace in California. I believe it's on the northern side. I don't even know where it is, but that's where they lived when they were together. Then they got divorced, and my mom decided to take me and Kyle to Santa Rosa, and they got joint custody of us, and my dad moved to Lake County, or specifically Lower Lake, and he got a big, beautiful ranch, and my mom got a cute, tiny condo in the city. So it was like the best of both worlds. We had the city life, and we also had the country life. We had a 240-acre ranch and a cute condo in the city to go out and do all the party stuff in an elementary school. Yeah. And then around the age of 13, my dad decided to say, hey, let's go to Wyoming. And me and my brother were like, hey, let's fucking do it. And he was 14 then. Sorry. It's the circle of life. So we got to Wyoming and we fucking hated it. No offense if any of my family members are watching this right now, because I do not have any hate towards you guys that live there. Just the fucking weather. And if any of you have lived in Wyoming, you guys know how terrible the weather is. It is bipolar. And specifically, I lived in a cute little town called Torrington, Wyoming. And I loved the town. I loved the people in it. Specifically, the weather on the other side could fucking go straight up a donkey's hoo-ha because it sucked. Like literally I would go out in the morning to my barn to feed the horses at like 6:30 in the morning after I've taken a shower to go to school, because guess what? My dad also lived in a ranch fucking Wyoming that was like a good hour away from our school. Thanks, Dad. Anyways, I would go out there and it would literally be snowing, like full on fucking blizzarding. And my hair, I would go back in the house and it would be in icicles. Full on, like in the bottom, it would be icicles. Full on icicles. Like I could not tell you more. And like we stayed there for not even like a year. Like maybe a full year. We left. We went to Nevada right away because my aunt and my uncle originally lived up there. That's why we moved there, to be with my dad's sister and my dad's sister's husband. But we could not. So we moved to Nevada to be with my grandma and grandpa, my dad's mom and dad. And when I did that, I was about 14 years old. and I was turning 15, and I was in 7th grade, and I stayed there all the way until junior year. And as soon as junior year finished, like literally as soon as junior year finished, shit went down in my family, like full on went down. And so to basically sum it up, my grandma passed away. And everybody knows that the grandma is the thing holding the family together. Like literally the only thing holding the family together. She is the one that loves the family reunions. She is the one that loves to spend holidays together. She's the one that does this kind of stuff. This is who we put it on for. And we always, always, always want to make grandma the proudest. Who do we respect the most? Grandma and grandpa. And we lost the pinnacle of our family. And it fucking hit us hard, like so hard. I lived with my grandma and grandpa, taking care of them and hanging out with them, and it was amazing. But when she passed away, it hit my dad different, and he was not capable of necessarily taking care of kids, especially me and my brother, because we were a handful. We hated each other, could not get along whatsoever. At that point, we were 16 and 17. No, we were 17 and 18, so we were getting like a lot better, but we were still like, you couldn't leave us alone for too long or else we would start fighting like terribly. But we ended up moving, me and my brother, to California to stay with my mom. And I finished high school there. I did my senior year there, and my brother was out of high school by that time, so he was just going to work, finding something to do for the meantime, because his dream was to be a farrier. So he wanted to get back up to Nevada as soon as possible, as soon as dad was like better and was like, could just finally, when your mom dies, it's a hard thing and you don't necessarily want to have to focus on anyone else. So he wanted to give him that space until he was ready. So Kyle found a temporary job and I went to school and work. And at the job that I was working at, I ended up getting in a terrible injury, and the injury temporarily paralyzed my hand. Let me tell ya, my name is Cassidy, and it's been pretty rough. No, let me tell ya, it's been pretty fucking rough. Like the past 2 years have been absolute terrible for me. So like to have the fact that I have all you guys supporting me and Maddie and our friendship, it means a lot to me. So I'm not going to go too much into my hand injury because it was literally the worst thing I could have ever encountered. But long story short, I had to change my entire major because of my disability now. I had to throw away a scholarship. I had to change schools entirely. I had to stay longer in Santa Rosa than I planned to, which actually in the long run worked out better because now I have you guys. And I was supposed to be moved back to Nevada a long time ago. So if it wasn't for this injury, this account wouldn't even be here. So there's positives to negatives, you gotta look at it that way. But yeah, then it got better because what was I'm probably gonna leave this all in because I'm way too lazy to edit at this point. But what happened is I hit my nerves and I damaged my nerves and I gained a disease in my nerves called CRPS, which is short for complex regional pain syndrome. Some of you may know what that is, some of you may not. And it is basically a disease in your nerves that stays in your nerves and it kind of shuts them down. And it makes them like sleep, and there's not really necessarily a cure to make them like wake up. You just have to do constant physical therapy to see if it like even changes it or if it even helps it. And like typically, like specifically, you want occupational therapy. I was in this paralyzed state for 7 months because I was not getting the proper physical therapy. I was getting physical therapy for the body, not occupational therapy for the hand. And as soon as I started getting the right physical therapy and the right freaking work on my hand, it started getting better and it started waking up and I was freaking stoked. Only thing is now every single once in a while, if I like bang my hand on the wall or I just like, I don't know, or my nerves will spaz out and it literally hurts like living hell. Like I cannot tell you, it feels like someone's like jabbing a bunch of knives in my fucking arm. It's great, but it's chilling, But anyways, it got better. And I ended up moving out of my mom's house into Maddie's house as soon as I turned 18 because I wanted to stay with her and go to school. I thought it would be fun, and Maddie did too, and the parents were all for it, so we're like, why not, you know? And we also lived 3 minutes apart. It's chilling. It's like the best life ever. So I did that. And then we made a TikTok account together. And then we got famous. And now here we are in my mom's living room facing her blank wall because she doesn't have any pictures up at the moment, which really works out for me. But yeah, so that's all I got for you guys today. I actually have to go because I have a Zoom class thanks to this whole fucking coronavirus. So yeah. I'm about to freaking put myself on mute and vape and fall asleep and oh yes, not get any work done. I call it junior, no, not sophomore, nope. I call it freshman year, don't give a fuck because I am on quarantine. Ooh, that was not smooth, I'll work on it. But anyways, you guys get the point. I love y'all. Like, follow, subscribe, and comment whatever. Like, comment, subscribe, and also, wait. I'm so leaving all of a sudden. Like, subscribe, and comment what you want to see next. And also go and like and comment on Maddie's video and give it some love. Putty please. From Quassa Wassy. And to all of those of you that want to see advice videos, they are coming. I've been writing an ass ton of shit down. I just want to really sit down and focus on like what I'm talking about so I can give you guys the proper information. Because when I talk, sometimes I can ramble on and get so biased and get into my own opinion that I'm not really looking at what is fair to like what everyone else should be hearing, you know? More of like what I want to say. Sometimes that's not right. But anyways, I love y'all. Peace.